I know. You stayed out all night, you did whatever the hell you wanted, and then, 7 o'clock seems like, 1 in the morning. And another thing, stop telling me you don't have any time. You just wasted a whole hour explaining why you don't have any time. That was a whole hour, bro.
Jane Fonda, all right. Jane Fonda toe tap. I know all you moms know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
My name's Mike Hamm3rfit1.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out my channel. So in today's video, world-class lower body workout. You only need a few things: a good set of dumbbells, a bench or a chair, and a little bit of space. These are foundational movements, not too hard, very easy to explain. Let's get going. Alright, split squats. I love this move. Great isolated work here. So you want to keep that front foot nice and flat. Balance your back leg on the bench or your chair, okay? Stay a little bit tight or close to this chair. You don't want to lunge too far out. And again, keep that front foot nice and flat. You want to try to keep your head up. You can have a slight, lean forward, just a natural position. You want to keep your spine straight. You don't necessarily want to hunch over, but you can have a slight angle and lower down as low as you can, trying to get your hips as low to the ground and press straight up. Try to get 12 to 16 repetitions here, or anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds, and then switch. All right, so another great tip here, use a hoodie. Honestly, I use the hoodie mainly in my warm-ups, and sometimes I'll go into my first couple of sets, maybe even as far as halfway through my routine, using my hoodie just to get the body warm, getting that base sweat, and it really helps burn in some extra calories. Makes a big difference, and you really do feel like you get a good quality warm-up. All right, another great isolated movement here, single leg movement, the ice skater. Use a wall, bench, or a chair just to get acclimated and get used to doing this in free space. But again, this is great for challenging your balance and increasing strength, as well as stability in the ankle, knee, and hip. So keeping that front foot nice and flat. Okay, lower down, use your arms as in the opposite direction as counterbalance. It really does help. And use your breathing too as you're lowering down. Inhale and exhale up, and try to keep yourself, maybe try to keep your eyes on one spot on the floor to try to maintain that balance. And just like the previous exercise, we want to try to hit a higher repetition here, 12 to 16 reps per side, or anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds per side. All right, both feet on the ground for this next one, speed squats. And we're trying to ignite the quadriceps. So we're not trying to go beyond 90 degrees here. You actually want to stay above 90 degrees. You want to control the hip. You want to keep those feet nice and flat. You want to lower down just above 90 degrees and try to explode back up as quickly as you can without knee pain. This is another one where you want high repetitions or a nice duration, anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds. Keep your breathing consistent, and you just need to get that good quality. Push it, go, go. Again, you should be performing these movements without knee pain. If you have knee pain, there are other issues that need to be addressed here. So you want to do this without knee pain. But otherwise, you want to get those high repetitions, make sure that they're good quality. All right, so this next one here is dumbbell squats. So you want to grab 2 dumbbells that you're comfortable with, and I like to hold them on the outside of my hips, and you want your feet about hip width apart, and you can have your toes pointed outward, and that will actually open up your hips a little bit, make it easier to lower down the squat. This one we do want to drop down to the ground, ATG. And we want to try to get the hips as low down to the ground as possible, keeping your feet nice and flat, and press down through the floor, squeezing your glutes and hamstrings. And again, proper breathing here. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. All right, dumbbell reverse lunges, another great isolated exercise here, keeping that front foot nice and flat. And don't alternate here. Try to get the burn in that one leg and get that high repetition up. Lower back into that lunge, making sure you're keeping that balance. Another great way to make sure that you're not tipping over is when you drive that back leg back, maybe don't go straight back. You can actually go back at a slight angle, and it widens out your base a little bit, but squeezing your core, legs and glutes is really going to help maintain that balance. But fight through that pain, don't quit, push those higher repetitions, make that switch. All right, so the next one here is a goblet squat or sumo squat. So you want to grab your dumbbell or weight, and in this case I like to hold it both my palms underneath the one side of the weight, and nice and tight to the chest, and I have my toes out nice and wide in that sumo position, legs out nice and wide so that I can really drop my hips down. And you really want to feel the engagement in the upper glutes, hamstrings, and adductors, right, and the inside of the thigh. But really keep those feet nice and sturdy to the ground, squeezing your core. Again, just like in all of these other exercises here, your breathing is key. Big inhales on the way down, holding it, and exhaling on the way up. Try to get those high repetitions. That's how you get the hypertrophy. That's how you get the definition, and that's how you're gonna make those changes. Pushing it through when you're hurt. I know you're busted. Let's go. Jane Fonda, all right. Jane Fonda toe tap. Ready? So, here, I'll turn this way, Z, so you can see me real quick. I'm gonna make a triangle like this. And I'm gonna rest my arm, extend my bottom arm, and rest my head. I'll take a break, make a triangle, and then you're gonna raise up. I want you to tap in front of you like this, raise back up again, and then you're gonna tap down. So I'm gonna turn around. That way we're not hitting each other. Yeah, you make a triangle. Jane Fonda, man. Fitness booty guru. Each one counts as one, and go to 20. Yeah, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I know all you moms know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Suck it up, Buttercup. Switch legs, you gotta switch your legs. It's almost like a little break, but it's not. Yup. Oh, yep.
Ramp up your intensity. It'll make your workouts better, and do what I say. And if you found this video helpful, make sure that you're liking it, make sure you're sharing it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. Hit bell notifications so that you always know when I'm making new videos. And otherwise, keep working.